Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Ask Soap Anything. Welcome back. Today, playing something a little different. A game that is great for me, and that it's a good time killer. It's just a little simple. You can sit there and click and kind of do whatever you want, and it's a very relaxing game. It's good to listen to podcasts, or it's one of those I sometimes play it while I'm editing. I'm waiting on something, and I'll sit here and click. But this game is Game Dev Tycoon is what this is. So we're starting a new game for the questions we're going to talk about today. Hello, dog. Our company name, as you can see, is Rumham Gaming, and then of course player name. So I've designed my character right here, and by designed I mean I clicked the arrows until I was like, it's good enough. All right, let's continue. Unlock hints. Import all previously gained hints into this game. No, let's start brand new. There's a DeLorean. I don't know if the mouse is actually going to show up like the cursor, but I'm trying to point out the DeLorean. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. There's a DeLorean on the screen, and you're barking. Can I help you, sir? Anyway, yeah, DeLorean right there. There's a little Pong thing up on the wall there. So you start in a garage on a computer, and there's a little bit of time. It costs you money. Obviously, it's $8K a month to run your business as of right now. Okay, so we're just gonna get right into it. Patrick Fitzwater asked a while back. He basically said Dogma's good. Dark Souls, excited to see Skyrim once we get back into it. But what made you decide to get out of graphic design? Did you get certified with anything for what you do? Meow. I can very much relate. I'm a graphic designer debating to go into IT. So, what made me get out of graphic design? So, the only way to talk about the ending is let's talk about the beginning. So, I used to do graphic design work, and my graphic design work was mainly, we're going to develop a new game here. Hold on, people are texting. All right. What I did was I played in bands, and I did merchandise design for my band and then a bunch of other bands. I did poster designs, like flyers and posters for venues. I helped design the art for websites. And MySpace was the big thing at the time, so I would design MySpace pages for bands and things like that. And that's how I started. I would just do it for my own band, and then other bands would be like, hey, your artwork looks really cool, who is it? And I'm like, well, that's me. And so I had my own little design company, and I use that loosely because I didn't get paid anything for it. But we'll call our first game the name of my graphic design company, which was Bleed Black. It was called Bleed Black Designs. It's a song reference, but we'll just call it Bleed Black. All right. Our topic, I'd like to do some medieval. Our genre is going to be definitely medieval adventure. And the platform, we've got basically two, Commodore 64, but this is called G64. So we got 30K. That costs 20K to make, and the PC only costs 5K with a 43% market share. So we're going to go for the PC, and boom, next. All right, so is it text-based? That costs 5K. Or does it have 2D graphics version 1? We're going to go with a straight-up 2D graphics experience starting development. Here we go. On Bleed Black, our first game. So yes, I forgot about this. Time allocation. On the engine, this, and story and quests, we're going to bring the engine part down a little bit, bring the gameplay down just a little bit. It's all about those stories and quests. Actually, no. Bring that down just a skosh, right about there. Okay, so it's designing our game. So yeah, I did it for my own band. Level design, that's going to come up a little bit. AI, a smidge. Dialogues up a little bit higher. Yeah, I designed stuff for my band and then other bands, and then it just kind of grew and grew from there. How I got out of it? I stopped playing in bands when I got older, and I still like doing it. Like all the Codename Soap artwork, if you will, like from the beginning of the channel to now, I do that. I do the logo work. I do the backgrounds when there were backgrounds, the banner, the little soap avatar. I did that. That's my stuff. So I still like doing it. I just got out because what I was really good at went away. So I just got out of it. Now, as far as did I get certified for anything that I do now? Yes. It's kind of one of those you have to be certified to have a good job in the IT world design. Speaking of world, graphics. We're not too worried about graphics. Sound, we're right about there, but let's bring up world design a bit more. Okay. So yeah, I am certified on PCs, like Microsoft and Windows. I got some networking certifications, and then I got Apple certifications as well. So I've got kind of across the board. That's why I'm able to work on all the things I can work on, is because I've been trained and certified, and I've been doing it forever. But yeah, I did get certified. If any of you out there are ever looking to get in IT, definitely certifications are a great way to get a foot through the door, even if you don't have quote-unquote the experience. It's a good way to be like, hey, I do have some knowledge. Knowledge will take you far. Knowledge. You know what I like more than I like Lamborghinis in the Hollywood Hills? Knowledge. Lamborghini is my Lamborghini account. Okay, so moving on from that. I answered that one kind of quickly. Village Prage. I don't know how to say it. It's a lot of letters. What is the purpose of a rubber duck soap? Keep up the good work. Okay, before we answer that, let's go with this. All right, industry news. Recent market studies suggest that the Govador G64 steadily outselling competitors in the PC sector. Consumers prefer the lower price, great availability, and the flexible hardware configuration over other home computers. This kind of simulates how games kind of came through. All right, so it's more popular to go for the G64. So experts say the spell might... I can't read. I apologize. I need water. Get that on my brain and nourish it. Experts say that this might spell the end of competing hardware manufacturers. Oh, really? All right, there goes our game. And I'm gonna wait for the bugs to get worked out. One more bug, and we're gonna finish. All right, here we go. We're in the whole 6K, by the way. All right, new topic, new combo. We earned some experience. Hopefully we'll make some money. Maybe I need to slow the time down a little bit so I don't just lose all my money. All right, we are going to release the game. But what is the purpose of a rubber duck? That's so you can have a friend in your bathtub, of course. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Quack, quack, quack. Of course. So you can have a friend. All right. And then, we got two coming from Twitter. I forget who asked them, so I apologize. But do you enjoy where you live? And if so, what do you do for fun? So do I enjoy where I live? For the most part, yes. There's some things about living in Texas in general that I don't like. And I'm not a typical Texan in the way of like the Texas mindset. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a lot of things about Texas and being from Texas and living in Texas. But there's a lot of things, specifically a lot of people, that I don't like because I fundamentally disagree with them on, well, a lot. So I'm not going to go into that. If you want me to go into it, feel free to ask. Oh, hold on. You can overdraw up to 50K, but be careful if your account balance is below negative 50K, you go bankrupt. Let me see. Let me click these settings here. Oh, hold on. Oh, our game review. Here we go. For Bleed Black, this came in. All right, so, but before we do that, so, do I like where I live? I would say about 80% of me likes living in Texas. 80%. It used to be a lot less, but I've come to I've come to find that there's some really cool people out there who we share a lot in common with, and I'm friends with those people. And there are even some friends of mine that I've had for a while that we, for the most part, get along and agree on a lot of stuff, but there's some things we certainly disagree on. You can kind of probably formulate in your mind what that is if you know me, or in my older videos where I've talked about certain things. But yeah, it's become a lot more enjoyable as I've gotten older, because what do I like to do for fun? So, well, obviously I play video games. I like to hang out with my furry creature who was being lazy. I like to read. I got books over here. I got movies and games over there. I like to read. I like to listen to music. Sometimes you can kind of see. I got records up there. You can't see all of them, namely starting with Black Sabbath right here. Got Zeppelin 4, Dark Side of the Moon, and then, of course, speaking of Texas, you got some Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, Texas Flood. But next to this Black Sabbath Paranoid album, to the left here, is Johnny Cash at San Quentin, a live album. And then there's records behind it, but I like to listen to records. Which was another question someone asked. Actually, one of the questions they asked was, what is your preference in music format, CD, vinyl, or digital? For audio quality, vinyl, all the way. But for day-to-day, I don't have to do anything or think about it, digital, so convenient, so convenient. And it's getting better in sound quality. Still, in my opinion, hasn't caught up to vinyl, but it's pretty good, or it can be. But what also I like to do, well, I still like to play my guitar, which is another thing. What instrument did I play in a band? I played guitar, still play guitar. Other than that, there's some bars I like to go to, specifically the type of bar where I can sit and have a conversation, or if I go by myself, I can sit and just not be bothered, and I don't have to worry about this place is playing terrible music and there's people constantly bumping into me, just very chill, dive, homely, great atmosphere, just relaxing. I like to relax because I spent the majority of my 20s playing in bands and, going to clubs and bars very frequently and playing, and then having the rock and roll lifestyle of sorts, minus some things. There were some things I was like, nope, not gonna participate in that nonsense. But being around it was equally exhausting. So I spent a good chunk of that, a third of my life, living that rock and roll dream, so to speak. And I'm at the point now, I'm 31, and yeah, there's still part of me that misses a little bit of that, but 99% of the time, I'm just like, let me relax, let me chill. That's what I like to do. I like to chill. Of course, still go see live music. There's some really great museums that I like to go to. Go to aquariums and zoos and things like that. Anything that I can be informed by is a good thing. Like trying out, new foods, or, I went to an aquarium the other day and I was reading the little things, learning about the animals, and I took some pictures with my real decent camera. I like photography, which is what it kind of originally led me into graphic design. Was I took photos and I was like, I could probably do something like manipulating these photos and then kind of structure it and stuff, and that's kind of the origin of the graphic design. Yeah, I just like to chill and have fun. I'm not the most outdoorsy type of person, but I have no problem being an outdoorsy type of person. As a kid, I used to go hunting and fishing and just being out in the woods for days at a time. I did that a ton as a kid, so there's still that in me as well. Anyway, our game review. All right, boom, here we go. Let's do this. Adventure games work well on PC. Star Games, okay. Meh. Informed gamer, huh? Have seen better. Game Hero, okay, a 5. Medieval and Adventure is a great combination. All games. Okay, so we released an average game, a very average game for our first foray, so so to speak. All right. Let's see if I can change the timescale on this. Rumham Gaming, a newcomer game, released first game, Bleed Black. The game had a moderate response from reviewers. We are curious what Rumham Gaming will deliver in the future. All right, so it's selling over here on the upper right. First week sales, we sold 3,123 units in the first week on the market, which netted us some money. All right. Bleed Black was so successful that we now have 11 fans. Woo! Reminds me when I was starting out on YouTube. Except it took me a while to get 11 subscribers. I remember when I first hit 10, I was like, wow. I still, like, there's certain milestones that still, like, I'm like, man, that's just crazy. There's a Japanese company, Ninvento, is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. Ninvento is known for the widely successful arcade game Dinky King. See, you guys are getting kind of how this game goes. All right, okay. Many experts doubt that home gaming consoles will take off, but we are eager to see what Ninvento will deliver. All right, so our sales up here in the upper right. Like I said, I don't know if the cursor is going to get captured or not. I am playing with a mouse and keyboard, ladies and gentlemen, but mainly the mouse. Okay, that's basically petered out in sales, so we are going to develop a new game. All right. I think that paused the time, and it looks like it. Okay. So hopefully that answered like what I like to do for fun, and do I like where I live and all that. All right. Another Twitter question. Recently watched your Ask Soap Anything and wanted to ask you what your tattoos are and represent. I love you, heart. Oh. So, my tattoos, I have 3. I have this one here. I have my Triforce up there, and then I have my Protection with Fire Alchemy right up there. So, that's pretty much almost self-explanatory. The Triforce is just a Triforce outline. That was my first tattoo that I got. I didn't have much money. I was just like, I want to get a tattoo. Here's this. I want a Triforce. Let's go. But there is a plan for it to get the eagle and then some other business around it. That's the plan. Then second tattoo is the one over here. I saw the movie version of Constantine when it came out, and there's a part where he's like, into the light I command thee. And he has 2 tattoos here that are matching, and when he puts them together, so I was like, that's a really cool looking tattoo. What does that mean? So I looked it up, and everything I found on it is it's an alchemical symbol for sulfur is the best way to put it. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Let's dive in a little bit further. I'm interested in alchemy, like the practice of alchemy. I think it's I'm very intrigued by it. You know, combining these things into this over here, and it's like chemistry, but you know, it's got a bit more of a mystical kind of vibe to it. And so I looked up, you know, okay, here's what the circle means, here's what the triangle means. Is the triangle facing this way? Is it this way? Oh, there's fire inside the triangle. That means this, and there's arrows. Okay. So everything I found was like, okay, it's sulfur. It means protection with fire, and it's called the Red King or the Perfect Red King and stuff like that. And then another thing I found is if you took like these alchemical symbols and put them in an astrological setting, that is the symbol for a Leo, which is what I am. And I was like, I like all of this. Let's put it on me forever. And then the one that I guess you could say means the most and is actually the best well done one, and it's hard to see because this one is for me, hence why it's facing me. So if you see my arm like this, you can't see it, and if I turn like this, you still don't see all of it. I have to get all like twisted. But this is a tarot card. Specifically, it's the Death card. It's the 13th card right there. That's what that is. And this, to me, without going into too much of a detail of explaining what it means, this is my reminder that things can end at any moment and to be ready for them, because there have been times in my life that certain things ended and I was not prepared, and it took me a long time to cope and deal with and get past those things. So this is my reminder that, well, everything's going to end, and that sounds bleak, but anything and everything could end at any moment. Just be ready for it. Be willing to accept that, yes, certain things will end. And by certain things, I mean everything. Just my own personal outlook on it. Some people say it's kind of bleak, but I'm like, no. The fact that I know, things are going to end, I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm very happy with that. There is no such thing as permanence. There you go. Okay, so before we move on to the next one, Mr. Richard Allen, who I answered previously for the Why Am I Single? Oh, sorry, I got a little itch. All right, our second game. Sorry, some contact was a little dry there. Okay, we're gonna call this Draco's Doggy Drama. All right, we'll pick a topic. Virtual pet. A genre is going to be a simulation. And the platform. We are going to sink a lot of our money into the G64. Here we go. Next. We're going to go 2D graphics. All right. There we go. So, the engine storing quests. I'm going to bring that actually way down, like here. Engine will bring up a little bit. Gameplay is definitely going to be the highest up there. All right, keep going. So. Oh, we're in the red again. Bleed Black is off the market now. Sold 8,328 units, generating 58,324 in sales. A little bit of monies. All right, so while that's paused, so Richard Allen, man, I just can't wait till you get your breakthrough within your channel. Good content as usual, and people still sub, so you know it's coming. By the way, I keep mentioning this to you. Do a freaking vlog, bro. I addressed that. Cute dog, single but handsome dude, and you're funny. Adds another level of content in the audience to the channel. Oh, next time you do an ASA, answer the juicy questions like 1. If you go into the fitting room to try on some jeans and realize they have crap within the jeans, do you inform the employee or try to get half off? That's an interesting question. So if I were to somehow go to the stores where I get my clothings, and I took the jeans, because they're folded up, took the jeans, because it says the little, has a sticker that says the size, so I'm like, I know my size. And if I didn't already catch a whiff of said poo, then 1, that's my fault. But then if I go to the bathroom and I unravel them, and if nothing falls out, okay, that's game on. Nothing's falling out of the jeans. But then if I open them and I go to step inside of the jeans and I see, mud butt, then I'm like, so then I will go tell someone on the staff, of course. I'll be like, dude, will I try to get half off? No, I'm not gonna get someone's toilet paper poo catching jeans. No way. Artificial intelligence is going to be high on that. Dialogues, not really many dialogues for a virtual pet simulation. Level design is going to be about there. Turn into Mickey Mouse a little bit there. But no, I'm not going to get half off. I am going to say, here, burn these. Oh, and there it is. Nintendo confirmed the recent rumors and announced their plans to release a new home gaming console called TES early next year. The console features cartridge-based games and a uniquely designed controller. There it is over there. Okay. Here we go. Draco's Doggy Drama. World design, graphic, sound. Those are kind of just, you know, just okay. There we go. Nothing there is really like major. Oh man, we're 14K in the red. We're gonna wait for those bugs to work out. All right. Oh, we're getting some design points. Okay, we'll finish. Let's get that out to the market quickly. Okay, new record. All right, we're going. All right, so the second of these juicy questions. 10 years ago, did you see yourself doing this or something else? Well, definitely something else. Because I've had my YouTube channel for, it's been about 5 years now, but I haven't been doing this, well, I haven't been uploading video games, even though the very first video I uploaded to YouTube was video game one. I did guitar stuff for a little bit, but those videos got deleted by myself, not by YouTube. But then I started video games. So 10 years ago would have been 2006. And in 2006, I was still, yeah, I was still like playing in bands. However, it was kind of turbulent times in the band world. I recorded an album with one band, and before we could do anything, the singer decided to stay, and it's better for him, decided to stay in school and college, and couldn't come to record vocals. And we're like, okay, we'll just, we'll wait until you get a break or whatever. And he just decided, nah. I was like, okay. So we had all these songs recorded, and then I was like, well, I have to keep playing. So I joined another band, and an already existing band. Went to that, doing well. Just doing well. And then the drummer decided he wanted to move to another state to live with a girl that he met online playing World of Warcraft, if I remember correctly. And he just up and left. And that band was kind of like, okay, if any of these particular members leave, the band's done. So that ended that. Then I tried out for a bunch of different bands, but the one that I gelled with, yet again, already existing. They already had recorded some stuff, so I came in and kind of offered my little, style and panache, so to speak. And it was like, yep, this is cool. And if I remember correctly, there was some drama with the singer and another guy's lady. And I was like, I don't want to be part of drama, so I'm just going to leave. And then I tried to start up another band with an old friend of mine who was drummer in just about every band I was in. And then my equipment broke, and it was too expensive to fix. And I was like, well, I'll just save up to get another one. And I did, but he lost interest in doing that, joined some other bands, and it just kind of... But yeah, that was 10 years ago. I was doing that. I was working at another job than I have now. Still doing tech support. But no, I definitely didn't see, YouTube in 2006 was still very, young is the best way to put it. I think YouTube was 2005, I think is when YouTube came around, if I remember correctly. And yeah, YouTube was just, oh, hey, there's, I don't remember, being, watching a specific set of videos other than, someone found a funny video, or something like that. There really weren't, there were some personalities and whatnot, but I didn't care. I was just like, oh, it's, okay. It's a video. I didn't think it was gonna be a thing. It wasn't until 2009, 2010 that I started thinking, oh, now those guys are doing something that I could do. Well, why not? And so here we are. All right, let's release Draco's Doggy Drama. Okay, here come the first reviews. Enjoyable. Okay. Could have been better. Informed gamer, they don't like us. Nice experience, okay. Shows potential. All right, close. Let's start making some money back. Jeez. Oh, look at those units. All right. Hey, we're in the green. Okay. Whew. We've made some money back. Oh, but those sales are dropping down, Company sales record with over 10K units sold. Important milestone in the history of Rumham Gaming. Okay. So no, I definitely didn't see it being a thing because YouTube at the time was so new that it was just kind of this, it was like the Wild West of video uploading, so it was like you could just kind of, you didn't know what you were gonna get, but it was gonna be different, you knew that much. Oh, the TES has been released. Thank you. And of course, when a new console comes out, you have to get the licensing costs to develop on it, which comes out of your budget. And So anyway, that's the thing. All right, I would like to maybe research. Actually, no. I want to generate some game reports to find out, like, with my games that I've released, what's working and what's not working. 107,000 sales. Yes. All right, we're doing a little research. Excellent, here we go. Here's our report. Virtual Pet and simulation is a great combination. Engine seems to be quite important for simulations, and world design, not very important. Okay. Let's also do the same thing for Bleed Black. So we gotta wait for that. Of course, you can grow your empire, so to speak, and have more employees, so you can, you know, work churning them out. But I like to take this game very slowly, actually. I like the early stages. Medieval Adventure is great. Gameplay seems not very important. Platform genre match. PC and Adventure is great. Okay. So, now, how about we research a new topic? Ooh, spy, alternate history, post-apocalyptic. I like spy and I like post-apocalyptic. Let's go post-apocalyptic. All right, we're gonna start that research. All right, let's see. We got almost 35 minutes in. Okay. So, village bridge. I'm like, I don't even know. Uh-oh. We've finished researching. Okay, before I go on. Great video as always. Neat, fast questions here. What instrument did you play in your band times? Guitar. What is your favorite, your music preference format? Vinyl for audio, digital for convenience. Also, what is your favorite lemonade flavor? Regular. Just regular plain lemonade. What are some of your favorite tabletop games? Board, miniature, or other? Have a nice weekend. Okay, let's talk some tabletop games. All right. So, my favorite tabletop game, board game, or other, is Clue. That's by far my favorite. I love Clue. You're a detective, you're solving a murder mystery. How could you not like it? All right, we're gonna develop a new game. We're gonna go for that post-apocalyptic. We're gonna call this game Outfall. Genre, this is going to be an action game. Platform. Yeah, it costs 80K to license for the TES, so we're gonna go for PC in this. 2D graphics, of course. All right, that's gonna start. So, action. Yeah. Okay. So Clue is by far my favorite. What else is there? Dialogues. We'll bring that up a little bit. Level design up there. AI, not so much. But Clue, for sure. What else is there? I'm a big fan of chess. I like chess. I play chess daily, actually, against a person I work with. We play a chess app. I love playing chess. I'm not great at it, but I like playing it. Other than that, Dungeons & Dragons, D&D. I like me some D&D, for sure. Man, not too long ago. It's been a while, but I had a campaign that I was in that lasted for like 2 years at least. It was in every Sunday night, like just 2 to 3 years every Sunday night. And, oh man, that was so much fun. Let me tell you about my D&D experience. All right, post-apocalyptic action. Let's bring that world design up a little bit. Graphics up there, sound, okay. So, whenever I joined up in this campaign, it was already underway, sort of. Let's work the bugs out. And I wanted to join in as a big, brooding, barbarian, dual-wielding hack and slash. And his name was Trogdor the Burninator. And he was based around basically Conan the Barbarian, like that was how he looked. And then I was more or less forced that every time I spoke as him, I had to speak as Arnold Schwarzenegger because it's funny. So I was like, yes, come here, you little halfling, come here. You know, there's no chopper, but you still gotta get over there. So anyway, Trogdor the Burninator was my character, or at least the game. And he was not the smartest individual. And because he was not the smartest individual, I screwed up my DM's campaign that he had drawn out because, well, let me tell you. So, myself and my group, we were in some like dwarven ruin cavernous type of area, and we came into this kind of big, it was a throne room is what it was. There was a throne in the middle of the room, and up above us was almost like constellations, like we were looking up at the sky basically. And we were like looking around. One of our mages was like detect magic and like, oh yes, there's something magical about that chair. So of course everyone was very pensive, like, okay, are we gonna sit in the chair? You know, is there anything inscribed on it? Our rogue was looking for traps and whatnot, and all we knew was that it was magical. That's all we knew about the chair, was that there's something magical about this chair. And we're like, well, we don't want to leave it. It's a magical effing chair. Hold on. It's a magical effing chair. And everyone had tried something except for Trogdor the Burninator. So I'm like, enough! Come on, let's just smash it! And my DM was like, you want to attack the chair? All right, roll. 20. Natural 20. And he was not prepared for this, but he was like, all right, you said it, let's do it. So I attack the chair. It explodes, magically explodes, and sends all of us flying. And I'm like, yes, I killed it, yes, you stupid chair. And so after that, he said he had to redo all of this stuff. I felt bad, but I still, even some of the people who played with me still are like, you broke the effing chair. They still get mad at me for that, and that was like years ago. But yeah, that was the first character. But Trogdor the Burninator died very valiantly to a worm. W-Y-R-M, or Wyvern, I can't remember, but that like went out swinging, and there was no resurrecting. Our cleric could not resurrect me, unfortunately, so Trogdor died a very valiant death. Alright, so sales numbers exceeded expectations for the TES. Okay, I love the games that come with TS, and playing with controller is so much more fun than on a keyboard. All right, here we go. Outfall, our post-apocalyptic action game on the PC. That's an 8. That's looking good. A 6, informed gamer. A 6. A 7, okay. Decent, we're getting there. All right, we'll just wait for a few moments. We're in the red, first week, a little over 4K. I'm impressed by your talent. In the contracting business, we can use your skills like some skills like yours. If you're ever short on cash, just let me know and I'll see if I have some work for you. Jason. Thanks, Jason. All right, so we'll let that sell for a little bit. So after that, my next character after Trogdor. Oh man, I can't remember his name. But he's basically a rogue, of course. Sneaks. And then that's when, like, I moved from where I was at the time, somewhere like far away, and so we tried to like Skype and do it, and then it just wasn't working. My schedule got a bit more crazy, and you know, it just didn't work out. And I've been wanting to get back into a D&D campaign so badly. Oh my gosh, I love playing D&D. But yeah, hopefully that it kind of explains like some board games. I mean, there's some others that I really want to play. Like if you ever watch Tabletop, hosted by Will Wheaton. There's some cool looking games on there, like House, what is it? The guy I work with has it. It's like, it's not House on Haunted Hill, but it's like Dead House something. Looks so much fun. Like, oh, it looks so much fun. All right, so we sold some Outfall. We did okay there. All right, let's generate the game report. And we will select Outfall. Let's get some things. So yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea of like what I'm into. I know that was kind of a shortened answer for like what am I into, but I feel that's like Clue to me is the best board game there is by far. Chess is the best pure game, and then D&D is that you can use your mind and imaginations for whatever. All right. Gaming devices, platforms become more popular, age groups, basically. In your market, expect developers to focus on specific age groups to make an impact. Hey, target audience. We can research a target audience. You know, geared for like a certain age group or male, female, somewhere in there. Creating custom game engines. This will improve your games a lot. You can create your own custom engine through the action menu once you've researched the custom engine. Make our own engine. All right, post-apocalyptic action is great. Level design seems to be quite important. Platform genre match is good. Okay. All right. What can we research? There's a target audience. 30K, that's half our budget. So 50 research points for a custom game engine. I will do that. Okay, so that's actually going to wrap up this episode of Ask Soap Anything. Vena, another Japanese company, is planning on releasing their own. I wonder who that could be. So anyway, I answered most of the questions I have. To be honest, right now, for the next episode, I have 2 questions from one person left, and then I'm out of questions. So definitely ask your questions. As I always say, you can ask here in the comments. You can go onto Twitter and Facebook, Codename Soap, and use the hashtag AskSoap, and ask me any question you want, any damn question about any damn thing, and hopefully it'll be coming up very soon. But, as I said, that's going to wrap this up. So, hopefully you've enjoyed this very grab bag potpourri episode of Ask Soap Anything with the random game, with the completely random questions. And as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Whoo! I said, goddamn.